Alright, so now for a little bit about myself. Which, this will probably be either very short or very awkward going over the description because I hate talking about myself. Um, as I said before, I'm Travis Odensoff. I've been into film for as long as I can remember. I know a lot of filmmakers say that, but it's a fucking cliche that's true. I've always tried to look at like the science and the more scientific side of filming art. I would always, like, once I see an amazing shot, I would sit down and try to figure out exactly how they shot that and how I could reproduce that with like whatever cheap like little DV cam, whatever I had available to me, and run with it. Try to figure it out, trying to improve on it, try to figure out a shot that's even weirder, that's even better or weirder than that. Come around high school, senior area, I opted to do film as a hobby and try to get a career going into pharmacy. It sidetracked me for about 3 years, but I got a degree in pharmacy and a bunch of other schooling from anthropological and scientific standpoints. That the whole time I was just getting more and more into documentary, learning more about my documentary style from anthropological standpoint, how to get in and be accepted, so to speak, with a group, and allow myself to film while being unnoticed and being accepted, not pointed out and maybe shunned from the group for doing so. When I was in my pharmacy stuff, I realized that this isn't for me. If I could try and do the career path and just keep my stuff as a hobby, but there's no way that would last for like more than a year before I had like a fucking gun in my mouth or something, you know? It just did not work for me. I love the science of it, but I just could not stand doing that for a career. So I switched back to film, switched my true love, got the hell out of there, and got into film as fast as I could, which is where I had met Jay. So in a way, good thing that I took 3 years and amassed debt for a degree that I'm probably never going to use. Jay and I have been filming together for quite a while. We worked on quite a few different projects. Disrupted Gears, our TV pilot that we shot back in college that hasn't been aired yet, and about a year or so ago now, we started talking about Good Kids Bad Kids, what would now be Good Kids Bad Kids. And I had been on the scene pretty briefly, but I already fell in love with the scene itself, and I myself saw that, you know, there's literally been nothing written on this group for as long as it's been around, it seems. Jay had the idea of, let's write a 5 episode web series based on this group. Got it written, got everything done about a year ago, and like, okay, we're gonna have to play the game. We're gonna have to, you know, be underlings for other people for a while and work our way up, do our corporate stuff, get everything established, get all this stuff done. But after about a year or so, just like getting constantly told no and trying to connect, but nothing fully connecting, Jay and I just said, fuck it. Let's just do this shit on our own terms. Let's get out there, let's do music videos, let's do all this other shit like that, and not play the game. Let's just go our own way. Why have we been wasting our time doing this thing when we hadn't really done that before? And once we did that, everything sort of seemed to click. More importantly than that, once we got around to the Good Kids Bad Kids stuff, like, let's get this out there, we've got a massive response from everyone that's come across it, or everyone that's been involved with it so far. As Moses has said after we talked to him some more and gave him the part of Lemon, he said he had not seen anything of this caliber, this high level of caliber ever come out of Seattle before, and he was all for doing whatever he can to make sure that this thing gets made. Which, people who know Moses Olson, he's very smart. He'd make sure that he does what is going to be successful. So with his fucking backing on this, I'm certain that this thing will be amazing. We're putting every last red cent that we can into making this thing, but we're going to need your guys' help to make sure that it actually gets up off the ground. You know, film is, as Jay said in another video, film is a collaborative thing. And we're bringing in amazing people, cast and crew, and we just need just a tiny bit of, we just need a little bit of money to make sure that this thing gets funded. We're on a micro budget for a reason. We want to make sure that it's manageable by a group of people, because I know a lot of people that are behind this are artists, and I can tell you right now, like, artists don't make a lot of money. I'm pretty damn broke, but I am putting in everything that I can to this. Even if you can't contribute money, anything you can do to contribute in any sort of way will help out amazingly, like you cannot imagine. Jay and I are going to get this done one way or another. We just need your guys' help to help ensure that all the awesome people that are coming on board to help us get compensated. Make sure that they get, you know, something in return for all that they're giving us. So that being said, contribute if you can. Spread this thing like a virus all across the internet. Maybe if you can't contribute now, maybe someone else will be able to come across the video on your link. So until then, this is Travis. I'm going to shut this camera down and get out of this hot ass car because I just can't stand the heat. You can see how much I'm fucking glistening already from like 20 some odd minutes in here.